The 2025 Australian election campaign is in full swing, and the political temperature is rising. Immigration has become a central issue, with both major parties, Labor and the Coalition, using it to sway undecided voters. The Coalition, led by Peter Dutton, proposes significant cuts to permanent migration, reducing the intake from 185,000 to 140,000 over 2 years. This move is presented as a solution to Australia's housing affordability crisis, arguing that fewer migrants will ease demand and make housing more accessible. The Greens criticise both Labor and the Coalition for using immigration as a political football, arguing it fuels xenophobia and division. They advocate for a more humane and compassionate approach, focusing on addressing the root causes of social and economic anxieties, rather than blaming migrants. This election campaign highlights the challenges of having a balanced and informed debate about immigration. The stakes are high, and the potential consequences are significant. It remains to be seen whether reason will prevail over rhetoric in shaping Australia's migration policies for the years to come. The Coalition's proposed migration cuts have sparked controversy and debate across Australia. The centrepiece of their plan is a 2-year reduction in permanent migration, bringing the annual intake down to 140,000. They also aim to temporarily ban foreign investors and temporary residents from buying existing homes to address concerns about foreign investment driving up property prices. One of the most contentious aspects is its potential impact on various visa categories, particularly skilled visas crucial for filling labour shortages in key sectors. The Coalition's plan has raised concerns about processing times for family visas, which are already facing significant backlogs. With the proposed cuts, processing times for these visas could increase further, leaving families separated for extended periods. While aiming to address housing affordability and manage migration levels, the proposed cuts could have far-reaching implications for skilled migration, family reunification, and Australia's overall economic growth. While the Coalition's migration cuts appear decisive on paper, significant questions remain about their implementation and potential pitfalls. Critics argue that the plan lacks detail and fails to address critical issues, particularly the needs of regional Australia. Regional states rely on migration to address labour shortages and boost their economies, often contrasting with the national narrative focused on reducing overall migration. The Coalition's plan risks exacerbating these regional labour shortages if not carefully calibrated. Adding complexity is the issue of visa processing times, with the Department of Home Affairs already grappling with a significant backlog. The proposed cuts, without increased resources for processing, could further overwhelm the system, leading to longer processing times and deterring skilled migrants. The lack of clarity surrounding the implementation of the Coalition's migration cuts raises concerns about unintended consequences, potentially undermining the policy's effectiveness. The current Australian election campaign, with its focus on immigration, echoes similar tactics employed in other parts of the world. Both the UK and the US offer cautionary tales of how scapegoating immigrants can have long-lasting and damaging consequences. In the UK, immigration has been a recurring theme in political discourse, often exploited to stoke fear and resentment. The UK's history is marked by instances where social unrest has been followed by stricter immigration policies, creating a climate of fear and suspicion towards immigrants. In the US, the Trump administration's anti-immigrant rhetoric deepened divisions and fueled xenophobia. The Australian experience, while not directly comparable, highlights the dangers of using immigration as a political football. The current election campaign risks creating a climate of fear and division, distracting from the need for nuanced and evidence-based policymaking. Addressing the complexities of migration while upholding Australia's values of fairness and compassion is crucial.